Anxiety is a prevalent problem that affects millions of people throughout the world. Whether it's work-related stress, personal relationships, or the general status of the globe, it can feel like your worries are taking over your life. But have you ever considered what is actually feeding your worry and exacerbating it? Today, we will discuss some of the frequent variables that you may be overlooking. Here are 9 factors that lead to anxiety, as well as some practical suggestions for dealing with them. Number 1. Overcommitment. We live in a world that appears to emphasize perpetual productivity and the chase of achievement above all else. While this might be inspiring for some, it can also lead to tension, anxiety, and burnout. When you take on too many chores or responsibilities, you will surely feel as if you do not have enough time or resources to handle everything. You may be concerned that if you have too much on your plate, you will not be able to do everything to the best of your ability. This makes it much more difficult to concentrate on the subject at hand. Furthermore, feeling like you're always playing catch-up and don't have a handle on everything that's going on can lead to feelings of overload and even more anxiety about the future. That is why it is vital to strike a balance between productivity and self-care. This could include delegating responsibilities, creating limits, or learning to say no to new obligations. Number 2. Self-criticism and negative self-talk. When you tell yourself negative things all the time, it can lead to a cycle of self-doubt and stress. Negative self-talk can take many different forms, ranging from brutally condemning oneself for mistakes to continuously doubting your abilities and worth. This might lead to feelings of inadequacy and concern about your ability to deal with obstacles and achieve your objectives. To overcome this problem, you must first learn to notice when you are indulging in negative thought patterns, and then question and replace them with more positive and affirming ones. This will significantly lessen your anxiety, allowing you to feel more confident and capable in your daily life. Number 3. Excessive stimulation. Too much sensory input, such as loud noises, bright lights, strong odors, or crowded spaces, can be overwhelming for your nervous system and exacerbate anxiety. Similarly, being continually bombarded with information from multiple sources such as social media, news outlets, and emails can result in feelings of tension and anxiety, as well as an inability to switch off or detach. While stimulants like caffeine can provide an energy boost and make you feel more alert, they can also enhance feelings of restlessness and anxiousness, which can contribute to anxiety. In order to avoid overstimulation, it is critical to exercise self-care and set appropriate limits. Number 4. Avoidance. Avoiding events that make you uneasy might increase your anxiety and make it more difficult to overcome. This is because you do not allow yourself to learn how to cope with anxiety and manage your emotions in a healthy manner. Avoidance can also reinforce the idea that the situation is harmful or menacing, increasing anxiety. Rather than avoiding such situations, confront them gradually and build good coping techniques to control your emotions. You can grow more robust and feel more in control of your thoughts and feelings this way. Number 5. Clutter. Have you ever noticed how a cluttered and unorganized environment can make you feel more agitated and anxious? It's not just your imagination. According to studies, a cluttered atmosphere might contribute to increased tension and anxiety. When your surroundings are chaotic and disorganized, you may feel overwhelmed and find it difficult to focus on duties. Furthermore, clutter can serve as a visual reminder of incomplete activities or unsolved difficulties, heightening feelings of worry and unease. You're also more likely to procrastinate. You may create a more serene and calming environment by taking measures to declutter and tidy your space, making it much easier to be productive and get things done. Number 6. Perfectionism. When it comes to anxiety, perfectionism may be a genuine burden. Holding oneself to impossible standards and expecting nothing less than perfection puts you under a lot of pressure and stress. And this frequently results in anxiousness. And, let's face it, no one is flawless. As a result, aiming for perfection can lead to an endless cycle of disappointment and dissatisfaction. One strategy to combat this inclination is to practice self-compassion and set realistic expectations for yourself. This could involve refocusing your thoughts on progress rather than perfection, being kind and understanding to yourself even when you make mistakes, and requesting help from others when necessary. Number 7. Catastrophizing. When you catastrophize, you imagine and concentrate on the absolute worst-case situation. It's as if your imagination is acting out a scary movie in which you are the main role. The more you concentrate on it, the scarier it becomes. This might make you feel helpless and as if things are out of control, which can exacerbate your anxiety. To reduce the impact of catastrophizing, ask yourself questions like, is this really the end of the world? Or, what's the likelihood of this actually happening? You should also try to cultivate mindfulness and focus on the current moment rather than worrying about the future. Number 8. Sleep deprivation or poor sleep quality. Getting enough sleep is essential for your general well-being, and it also helps with anxiety management. When you don't get enough sleep, your body creates extra stress hormones like cortisol, making you feel worried and tense. And, because sleep is also required for your brain to process and consolidate memories, if you're not getting enough sleep, you may have difficulty letting go of anxious thoughts and anxieties. Furthermore, being exhausted and grumpy as a result of a lack of sleep can make you more prone to negative thoughts. As a result, if you suffer from anxiety, you should prioritize getting enough quality sleep as part of your entire self-care regimen. Number 9. Social isolation and loneliness. Humans, as social beings, thrive on interaction with others, and we feel a feeling of belonging when we are part of a community. Naturally, the quantity of social connection required varies from person to person. Some people are satisfied with just a few close ties, but others require more social interaction. Regardless of these differences, social interaction is a basic human need that should not be overlooked. When you are entirely isolated, you feel alone and unconnected, which can lead to negative thoughts and feelings of worthlessness, both of which can exacerbate anxiety symptoms. Furthermore, Loneliness might raise the risk of indulging in harmful coping techniques such as drinking or overeating, which can aggravate anxiety. So, make an effort to cultivate social ties and genuine relationships that will offer you with support and make you feel valuable. While some anxiety is acceptable and can even be beneficial in certain situations, excessive anxiety can be disabling and interfere with daily life. If you suffer from anxiety, it is critical to understand the variables that contribute to your anxiety and make it worse so that you can take control of them. It may also be beneficial to seek additional assistance from a healthcare physician or a mental health care expert. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that we can continue to make them. For more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Also, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for tuning in.